Hi there, this is Marco from JBI Training. I'm the lead instructor for the Python data science courses. And in this short video, I would like to showcase some of the features of our remote Python training. So for our remote trainings, we host a video call. We would share all the material and the setup instructions with you beforehand, so everything can run smoothly. During the session, we're going to be spending our time mostly reading Python code examples and writing Python code. So it's a very much hands-on, a practical type of approach. During the sessions, I would be sharing my screen most of the time, like I'm about to do. So this is how it's going to look like. One of the tools that we are going to use is called Anaconda. It's one of the main distribution of Python for data science. So we use it because it simplifies the setup. It comes with all the tools and libraries for data science that we're going to need. So after a short overview on how to use it, how to set up your environment, how to customize it, we're going to dig into the examples of Python code. We have several Jupyter notebooks for our examples. A notebook looks like this. It looks like a web page that you can use to run Python code and write Python code, and you do it in an interactive manner. So you can write short snippets of code and see the output right away. There are several notebooks in the training material that I share with you, starting from simple building blocks, and then we increase the complexity. So here we have one of the slightly more advanced demos where we have different tables of data and we do something interesting with them. There is also some narrative in the notebooks where I explain what the different operations are about. At some point during the demos and at the end of each demo, we are going to bump into little exercises that look like this. So there is a small question or anyway a bit of a topic that I want to explore with you, and I will be quiet for a few minutes, allowing people to come up with their solution. Everything tends to be self-contained, so the solution for this particular exercise will require one of the concepts that we have already explored within the same notebook. For each exercise, I also like to offer one of the potential solutions. I put it in a separate file that you can load after you've been writing your own solution, so you don't see it right away as you are developing your own solution. Once you load it, you have an example of a working solution, so you can compare it with yours. If you tried something that didn't work and you would like to know why, we always have a bit of a discussion at the end of each exercise. So each demo is basically a short segment of maybe half an hour where we slot in some exercises where people can consolidate their understanding, try things out, and ask questions if there is anything. Another tool that we like to use for our remote training, it works particularly well in the remote setting, is the breakout room or breakout sessions, where we split the class into small groups of 2, 3, 4 people, and they would work separately in groups on a different exercise. So a more extended, a more complex type of exercise. And one of the exercises maybe looks like this, where I offer a bit of a setup at the beginning, and then there are several questions in plain English that you need to answer using a piece of Python code. So given some data set that we have here, analytical questions like how many different clients do we have, what are the clients doing, where do they come from, do we have different age groups and whatnot. These kind of things can be answered with a short snippet of Python code. And you can see here in the notebook that there are many questions. All of them are sort of independent from each other. So if you don't know the answer for one, you can just skip it and come back to it later. Using the breakout room sessions, what happens is that one of the persons on the group will share the screen as I'm doing now, and the other people would suggest what to type. So this is meant to offer an opportunity for people to work together, to collaborate on the solution. And as I will be jumping from one breakout session to the other to help the different groups, people will have a little bit of alone time so they can discuss the training and the solution and their understanding while I'm not there. And we found that this basically helps bringing out some of the questions that people wouldn't ask otherwise. So it's a particularly useful feature for the remote training sessions. By the end of the training sessions, you hopefully will be able to develop some more interesting data analysis on real type of data, also developing some beautiful data visualization, reporting and whatnot, extracting statistics and everything that is useful for your business. So let me just summarize. This will be a very practical, hands-on type of session. We don't do slides. We do code examples and demos, exercises, shorter and longer, so people have the time to practice and to consolidate their understanding. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you at one of the training sessions.